Hi, I'm Catherine Barnard, and this is my music media evaluation. The magazine's target audience is female aged between 16 to 24-year-olds. You can tell this by the fashionable layout, which I'll shortly show you, and the Vogue-like font, where the layout has an elegant and stylish attraction to it that would attract the young females. This is my front cover for Retailer magazine. My masthead. I designed a masthead in a basic font with sans serif. This shows that the magazine has a smart and classy touch to it. It stands out from the rest of the magazine and catches the audience's attention with the use of bold colour black onto a plain background, which is white. Additionally, the colour is black is symbolic for powerful and strong. I chose this colour to represent the magazine as it has a sophisticated edge to it, which attracts young females developing into their adulthood. Conversely, black is also a mysterious colour, which ties in with the lead article, and you do not know what the artist is going to reveal to the audience. The masthead is in large font and stands out to the audience and sets an important message to the audience for them to pay attention to the magazine. Additionally, the font reflects the type of music that will feature in the magazine, as well as giving it a bolder statement look to the magazine, which makes the magazine look straight to the point. Additionally, my magazine is a music magazine with extras inside, such as real life and fashion, which may feature in other magazines such as More, Closer and Now. Therefore, by choosing a font that would relate to a variety of genres of music and topics, allows the magazine to resemble to all features that will feature within the magazine. The lead article. The lead article is the same as the masthead. Additionally, the colour is the same. This is so that the style of the front cover is consistent and how the colour of the magazine and the masthead is chosen to reflect the lead article as well. As I previously stated, the colour black could be symbolic for mysterious, as the lead article is black too and states how Shannon reveals all. The black could represent that she is going to let the readers know exclusive information of her life. Conversely, it could be to state the matter is serious and the artist wants to tell the audience a story on a serious note to advise the younger generation, which is what the magazine is aimed at. The black informs the audience of a sophisticated article and they will pay attention to the artist's story as she is advising them as well as telling her story. Furthermore, the lead article is placed on the left-hand side in the middle of the page, which will attract audiences to the lead article as well as the pull quote, "Now I run my life," where the audience will start to ask questions on why she couldn't run her life, which would intrigue the audience to buy the magazine and read the article. Pull quote. The pull quote is in black again, which is consistent with the other colours on the cover of the magazine. Additionally, as I previously stated, black is symbolic for seriousness and mysteriousness. This could connotate to the audience that the artist is telling them secrets of their personal life, which could make the audience feel important and exclusive to the artist's personal life. The pull quote is also written in a font which resembles handwriting. This is effective as the pull quote states, "Now I run my own life." This is symbolic that the artist has written a story as it was like her diary, expressing her own emotions and thoughts. It connotates the audience that she has written a story in her own words, as almost as if she wrote the article herself. The cover lines. The cover lines are a mix of black and white. This is to show the sophistication of the magazine and how colours black and white can go with anything, like what the features in the magazine, such as life story, music and fashion. The font of the cover lines are the same as the masthead and lead cover line. Yet again, this is consistent with the style of design of the magazine. Additionally, the free cover line is in a box which symbolises a CD case, and by having a box around the advertisement for a free CD, makes it separated from the rest. This is effective, so instead of using a bright and bold colour to make it stand out, I separated it with a box, therefore making it stand out and keeping with consistency of house style within the magazine. Furthermore, similar to the lead article, there are summaries of the articles underneath the plus title, which are in a thinner font so they don't outstand the lead article, but inform the readers of what the other features the magazine will feature. Finally, the more important cover lines are positioned left side so they can be noticed by the audience when they are displayed in newsagents, for example, the free CD in this issue. Main image. The main image is a medium close-up of the artist looking over her shoulder and her back revealed. This is who the article is about. The facial expression of the artist is looking down and secretive, which links to the choice of colour and the font of the lead article. This shows how the artist is hiding her personal life and how private it is. Additionally, the pose almost suggests that she is turning to the reader for guidance and consolence. This means that the readers feel helpful and needed, as well as being intrigued in the magazine. Furthermore, you can see the artist's eyes are looking down. This could be that she is ashamed of what has happened or wants to keep it to herself and the reader only, which would include the reader personally. Moreover, the artist is wearing white, which means something bad has happened to her, but she has overcome it and now she is pure. Now, as well as having a positive outlook on her life. This is effective as it gives a softer side to the artist and sort of gains the audience's attention. The main image has a Photoshop effect where I stamped the image into squares so it had purple shades to affect the image as well as having block images effect. This resembles how the magazine is made up of different categories and how the features make it what it is. This is effective as it also could look like the artist is looking through a window and she's coming out from the darkness and to run her life again. Additionally, it could be connotated that she has built her life up again, as the squares are building block and that's how she made herself who she is today. Left third. The left third consists of the masthead, beginning of the pull quote, lead cover line and the free CD advertisement. This is effective as when the magazines are sold in the newsagents, the left third is usually what is on show. This helps to promote the magazine as the audience will see the lead cover line, beginning of the masthead and be intrigued by their pull quote and know which magazine it is and other stories that will be featured or freebies such as the CD. This helps to promote the magazine as the audience will see the lead cover line, begin on the masthead, be intrigued by the pull quote and know which magazine it is. Additionally, audiences will know that there is a free CD within this issue before picking up the magazine, which could influence them to buy the magazine even more. The importance of having the lead article in the left third is so that fans of the artist will be drawn to the magazine to read the article. Furthermore, as the lead article, masthead and pull quotes are in larger fonts, they are more likely to be noticed. As well as large font being an advantage, the colours are chosen black on purple and white, which attracts the audience's eyes to when they look at the magazine themselves, instead of having strong white colours. This is my subscribers cover page. As you can see, the subscribers cover page is very similar to the retailer's cover page. The only difference is where the lead article is situated and that there is no other cover lines to give it a poster effect so that fans can place the poster on their wall. I'm just now going to state the differences between them. As you can see, the lead article is situated in a different place. It is at the bottom but still partially is in the left third, which gives it an elegant look, but also you can see the image more so that the audiences can use the front cover as a poster. The other differences for Subscribers Magazine is that it has Subscribers Magazine written in the right hand corner, which makes it feel exclusive for the audiences and readers of the magazine. On my front cover I also have a slogan for the magazine, which is beautiful music. This is chosen as the music genre isn't a specific genre, it is the top 40 at the time, which would be beautiful as everyone mostly likes it, which is why it's in the top 40 and all the #1 hits. This is my subscribers contents page. Here is different. As you can see, it says an exclusive meeting with Bell Magazine, and at the bottom here there is a picture of the front cover. This is my retailer's contents. This bit's different as it advertises the Subscribers Magazine so people can pay them monthly in advance. Contents page. The contents page is much more organised than the cover page. It has all the features and views and regulars separated, as well as an advertisement for subscribers or an exclusive meeting with Bell Magazine. The features include people talking about music videos and how to make a music video, Shannon and her personal life, which is the artist on the front cover, and another artist telling what it's like to be in the public eye. Other things featured such as reviews as album reviews, movie soundtrack reviews, and single track reviews, which are related to the top 40 in the genre of music there is. Other things are regulars such as fan mail, top 40 UK, competitions, festival guide, crossroads, and advertisement index. As you can see on the pictures, they have number pages at the bottom of each corner, so they quickly navigate that bit as they would instantly recognise the artist and want to read the article about them. Additionally, you can see the large Bell advertisement in the middle. This keeps a consistency with the magazine and advertising the magazine itself within itself. The contents page has the same effect as the retailer's magazine, the lead article, where it has a black box and white font on top. This is effective as it keeps in house style as well as making it look elegant and sophisticated. The features, reviews and regulars all have a line underneath them, as well as a subscribers magazine or exclusive meeting with Belle. I have a simple line underneath just to underline it and make it look professional. The writing under each heading is all central and numbered into ascending order, so they can easily navigate in by following down the list and finding the topic they would like to look at, or regulars they would like to look at. For the subscribers magazine or the exclusive meeting with Belle, there's a little summary of it, and there's a telephone contact number and an email contact, so people can either subscribe to the magazine or to meet Belle magazine. The font on the contents page is the same font on the cover page. This is to keep the consistency of the house style. Additionally, the pictures on the contents page were made in the same way that it was on the cover page, by little stamps made larger by Free Transform by Photoshop. This again keeps the consistency. They are also the same colour or very similar colour of a tinge of purple to keep obviously with the consistency and the elegancy of the magazine with sophisticatedness. This is my double page spread, which is the same for subscribers and retailers. My double page spread has a slight different look to it as the contents page and the cover page. The thing that is the same is the title on the DPS, which is similar to the lead article on the cover page of the retailer's magazine. However, this time it's different because it has a purple background instead of the black background. This is only because the whole background on the DPS is black. Therefore, by putting the purple on it makes it stand out more, but then gives it that different look to it and makes it look slightly different but still has a consistent look to it, so that reader isn't getting bored of the magazine, but it still has the same concept and house style, so it still relates to the magazine on the cover page and the contents page. The image has some colour to it instead of just the stamps. I chose this so it brightens it up, so it makes the reader feel a bit better about reading this person's article, that they have actually recovered themselves and become who they are. They feel better, they feel brighter, they feel a bit more radiant about themselves. Additionally, there is a drop cap, which was done by Photoshop again, which one layer of an S on top of to another layer of an S, and then a lot of font figured around it, and then the other paragraph of font figured around the image. Additionally, with the image shows that the artist is showing a bit of her legs. This is completely different to the cover page, because the artist was enclosed rather than relaxed as she is on this page. This shows that she is herself, she's revealing herself as well as a person and her story. Other things on a DPS show that there is a pull quote on the side which says, "I was in love, that was the problem." This is surrounded by purple, similar to how the CD3 advertisement was surrounded by a box. This hasn't got a full box, but has got the lines above it, which is similar, the same, and yet again in purple to stand out from the black. Adding on to the image in the DPS, the artist is looking up to the camera and into the camera's lens. This could be showing that she's looking up to the reader for guidance, as well as similar to the cover page. It relates to the same as she was looking over her shoulders as she was looking for the reader's advice. This is the same. She's looking up to them. She's looking up to the readers, but as well as giving them her experience and her life story and advising them of bad opportunities and bad things that can happen. Additionally, she has a black circle around her. This shows again that she is emerging from the darkness, same as the cover page. She was emerging out through. She was behind a window, but she was still breaking free, kind of thing. This is the same. She's breaking out of the darkness. She's coming to be herself and resembling herself as an artist who she is, and living her life the way she wants it to, running her own life. Finally, the DPS has a Belle exclusive at the top. This helps the reader feel exclusive themselves, as they are the ones reading it, and that this is the only magazine that will have this kind of interview in it. My magazine develops conventions of real media products, as there are very few, if not none, music magazines that are designed to attract audience who are not interested in a particular genre and have a fashionable element to them. My magazine could influence other media magazines to base their magazine on the holistic qualities of the people within the market. This means like how people like music and the fashion behind it, like the music videos, are interested not just listening to music but watching music videos, how to make them, how to style them, and looking at this behind the scenes and the fashion, the clothes within it as well. My magazine uses media product conventions by the traditional style of a box underneath cover lines and the lead article. This informs that the audience that the magazine is a music magazine, even though it does have a fashionable element to it. A lot of music magazines have a box underneath with the writing on top, which is what I've previously shown. This is a consistency start for music magazines, which is why I added it to mine to keep a sophisticated edge to it, yet still have the music element to it. My magazine represents particular social groups, as the artist on the front cover has a head turned over her shoulder looking down with her back partially shown, whereas when you get to the contents page her face is fully shown, she's looking into the camera. When you develop onto the double page spread, she's got her legs shown in short shorts and she's looking into the camera with bright colours on her. Now I've done this so that the front cover page shows that she has a secretive and mysterious element to her, so people don't know what she's trying to say. Instead of fighting them in with bright bold colours, keeping it low and dark tones so people think curious about a mysterious look to it, so people don't know what's going to happen and they can read the lead article and guess for themselves, or if not, read the magazine itself and purchase the magazine. As when it comes to DPS, you can see the bright bold colours. She's herself. She's now made her life better. She is who she is now by her own doing, by what she went through as well, but by how she coped with it. This then influenced the audience as how you can change over time as well. You can come from the darkness, from the dark cover page, from the dark contents page to a brighter DPS with a brighter image in it. The kind of media institutions that will purchase my magazine and sell them, I personally think, it's IPC Media. This is because they produce over 60 iconic media brands. They have 20 million users every month. They focus on men, a mass market of women and upmarket women, so mainly majority of it is women. The women magazines include, for IPC Connect, is Look, Now, Chat and Women. TV entertainment brands include What's on TV, TV Times. IPC South Bank for women is luxury fashion brands such as Marie Claire and InStyle. 2/3 of the UK women read these magazines from IPC Media. Only 42% are men, however people have been attracted to my magazine even if they are male. And 26 million of UK adults are reading IPC Media magazines. I think this is a good institution that would take on my magazine, as it is for people developing into their adulthood, not young adults, as they're going for the change, they're looking for guidance, they're looking for still a teen-like mag but with a sophisticated edge to it, the fashion side to it, the gossip side to it, the personal life stories to it, such as Now and Look. Other institutions that I think could take on my magazine is Bauer. They offer over 300 magazines in 15 countries, as well as online TV and radio stations. They include Closer, Grazia, Heat, More, Pop and Yours for women. They also do music channels such as The Box, Kiss, Smash Hits and 4Music. I think this is a good one, as they feature fashionable personal life magazines such as Grazia and Closer, which is what I want to base my magazine around, as well as the music element. Additionally, Grazia has a similar sort of font and like a sophisticated edge to it, as well as my magazine, which sort of link in well with this institution. As well as they have in the magazines, they also do obviously the music channels which I recently mentioned. This is good, as they're obviously interested in the music media as well as other media, which then means they could be interested in a music magazine that would feature gossip, fashion as well as music, so they could link it all together, which then people who wouldn't have to buy several magazines for each with one different topic, they can just buy one that does the whole lot for them. They also do other magazines such as for charities, national broadcast, local radio, lifestyle, photography, pets, gardening, etc. So they are very diverse, which means my magazine is very diverse. It's for people who are not in a specific genre, not into specific just music or just fashion or anything. They want a variety of things, which is very good and relates very well to my magazine. Finally, I think Issue would be a good institution for my magazine. This is because even though my magazine is for people developing into adulthood, technology nowadays is developing and expanding so much that a lot of people would like to go online and read their stuff. Issue does that. It allows you to read magazines, newspapers, catalogues online. There are 52 million readers monthly, and they can also be used on tabs such as iPads or phones and computers, which a lot of people have them nowadays. The smartphones will be able to be compatible with Issue, so they can read my magazine on a smartphone. It's a lot better, as well as augmented reality is coming in. where you can place your phone or an iPad or tab or something on top of a computer or a paper, and it brings it to life. Whereas you could, as augmented reality has started to do that, I think they will be able to start where the magazine will just do it itself without placing it on top of something else. This is why I'd like Issuu to go on Issuu, so that it's already in a technological business, already online, or people can already access it easily. The audience for my magazine are young adults who are female and interested in fashion. An audience that does not particularly focus on one music genre, but many to satisfy their music taste. This is represented by the fashionable layout, which is similar to magazines such as Vogue and Elle. Additionally, my audience are curious about the stories in people's lives that could be affecting their career. This could motivate my audience and guide them on how to react to certain situations. This was influenced by More and OK magazines to develop my music magazine to be the only magazine you will need, as it has fashion, gossip and music. I attracted my audience by my subscribers magazine was for the lead image mainly. Other items that attracted them were the colour, lead article and masthead. The main attraction on my retailers magazine was the layout. Other things that interested them was the image, design, colour and masthead. Attractions on my contents pages, both subscribers and retailers, was the design and layout. My DPS attraction was the image. I think this could have been the type of Photoshop effects I'd done. They're different how I'd done the stamps and linked the image together. Additionally, by having a completely different kind of format of image on the double page spread, so it kind of surprised the reader as well as the story would surprise them. The design and layout was very formal and basic, which is what when I recently done a survey, I asked them whether they rather like a basic one, a formal magazine, or a very busy magazine. Majority of my comebacks were basic and simplistic magazine. They wouldn't want a busy one. I'd done that and they seemed to be satisfied with my results. I learnt by developing my magazines that technological effects are stronger if they are simple. Too much editing can overcrowd the image and give it a busy feel to it, which is an effect I was not after due to my previous survey. Additionally, I learned that by having a strong image, the less editing on the other features on the magazine you will need. For example, I had a strong main image with the blocks and the colour together and the stamp effect, and the rest of my magazine was quite simple cover lines, simple masthead, simple pull quotes, etc. Which then gave the strength of the main image, which then still attracted the audience because it still had the features on the front cover, but it had the main image pulling them in more. This not only attracts the audience by blinding them with bright, bold colours, but attracts them to what actually my magazine is offering. Putting it how it is, my magazine is to the point, which is what the colours, the black, the white, they're to the point. That is how my magazine was. It wasn't blinding them by different colours. I wasn't misleading them by anything. I wasn't misleading them to be a pop, bright, colourful magazine. It's a fashionable one with music in it. I'd also discovered that a magazine that had too much going on can mislead, like I previously said, an audience to what the magazine is offering. Keeping it simple can show the audience that the magazine is what it is and there are no hidden secrets. You can clearly see by my magazine it has a fashionable edge to it. And other magazines, you look at it and you don't know if it's a drum and bass music or it's a club song or it's a pop one. You can't quite tell the genre sometimes of the music magazine until the lead image. And if you have a strong enough lead image, you won't need the rest of the effects to bring out what's the genre of the music. You just have the lead image and that should clearly show the music. Looking back at my college magazine, I have learned, along with my technological effects, that the bright colours they can be good, they can make the person feel better subconsciously, they can brighten up the person's day and stuff. But I wanted mine to be a fashionable magazine, and if you look at fashionable magazines, they are black, they are neutral colours, they are normally fashionable, like the dark purples and stuff, and dark reds, they're normally what's in fashion, which is what I wanted to do. And having the black masthead means that it will go with anything. If I put any colour in, if I changed the square image, the stamp image effect that I'd done on the main image, if I changed the colour of that, the black would still go with it. If I done it to green or pink, the black would still go, which is what I liked about that. However, on my college magazine, I had done a bright colour, which then meant I had to change it to then fit the rest of it if I wanted to change any other colour magazine. If not, it'd be the same layout all the time, which then would get a bit boring and a bit tedious for the audience. Additionally, I learned that in my college magazine, I covered the artist a bit. I put too much. I thought it was a bit too busy for my liking. I don't personally like magazines like that, which is why I wanted to base a magazine on people who don't like the busy magazines, who like it quite a bit calm and what it is. Whereas my college magazine was a bit too busy for me. It was a bit crazy. It blocked up the main image a bit too much, and I didn't particularly like it. Also, the editing took me time. It took me longer to make my college magazine than it did to actually make my music magazine. And I feel that my music magazine is a lot stronger than my college magazine due to, like I said, having a strong lead image and then simple effects around it, making it look more professional and throwing loads of things on it, making it look busy and then it not look as professional. However, I did learn from my college magazine to keep a consistency style by having the same thought of colour, font and effects from the cover page onto the contents page, and similar, not exactly the same, but on the double page spread. So there's a consistency with the house style.